Hello, in this video we're doing 41, 42, 43, 44, I think, from your Algebra 3 Try to Review packet. We are simplifying rational expressions. So for this one, we have 3b plus 27 divided by b plus 9. We're just going to factor and then cancel anything out that shows up at the top and the bottom of your fraction. If you only have two terms, you are going to try to factor out a GCF. So I notice on the top you have 3b plus 27. So I'm saying, what can I divide each of those terms by evenly? Well, I know I can divide them both by 3. Excuse me. I'm going to put that number out front. That's our GCF. And then whatever's left over is going to go in parentheses. So if I do 3b divided by 3, I'm just left with 1b, or just b. You don't even really have to write the 1. If I do 27 divided by 3, I get a positive 9. Now the denominator is already factored. You have b plus 9. You can put it in parentheses. It should travel together. That means that because b plus 9 shows up on the top and the bottom, we can cancel them out. Technically, they equal 1. This means you still have that 3 on the top. Technically, there is a 1 on the bottom, but if you do 3 divided by 1, you just get 3. So your final answer for this one is 3. For the next one, we're going to do the same thing. Factor the top, factor the bottom, cancel out anything that shows up twice. For this one, the top of my fraction is already factored, so we have b minus 5. You can put it in parentheses because it all travels together. You have to cancel out the whole thing. For the bottom, we have b squared minus 25. Now, I know I said in the last literal slide, if you have two terms, you're looking for a GCF. Well, there's only a 1 in front of b squared, and the second one doesn't have a b, so there isn't a GCF. This one's one of those tricky ones. Technically, you can rewrite this as b squared plus 0b minus 25 and do the x method. You're looking for something that multiplies to negative 25 and adds to 0. Your two factors are going to be 5 and negative 5. If you have a question about how I factored that, you should go back to the second video on Schoology, or maybe the third. Those are all about factoring. So there's a big, long, extensive explanation of how to do that. This means on the denominator of my fraction on the bottom, we have b plus 5 and b minus 5. Again, the things have to match exactly on the top and the bottom to cancel them out. So I notice we have b minus 5, b minus 5. Technically, if everything goes away on the top, you still have 1. So my final answer is going to be 1 divided by b plus 5, because that's all that's left on the bottom. And that's your final answer. For the third one, we have m squared plus 6m minus 16 divided by m squared plus m minus 6. Now, I can't cancel anything out right now because nothing's been factored. So we need to factor the top and the bottom first. For the top, again, I notice I have 3 terms, so I'm going to try to use the x method. I'm looking for something that multiplies to negative 16 and adds to 6. I know that 16 is the same as 2 times 8. And then if I want to combine those to get 6, I have to do 8 minus 2. Again, negative 2 times 8 gives me negative 16. Negative 2 plus 8 will give me 6. So my two factors on top are x minus 2, x plus 8. For the denominator, we're looking for something that multiplies to negative 6 and adds to 1. Technically, there's a 1 here in front of your m. Well, I know 6 is the same as 3 times 2. And if I do 3 minus 2, I get 1. So on the bottom, we are going to have m plus 3 and m minus 2. Technically, my x's up here were not x's. They should have been m's. So I'm just going to change that quick. You're probably like, Miss Sylvester, what are you doing? It said m. Where'd you get your x's from? All right. Again, we're going to cancel out anything that shows up on the top and the bottom. So I notice we have m minus 2, m minus 2. We're left with m plus 8 on top. And on the bottom, we're left with m plus 3. So that is your final answer. And your last one, where you're just simply factoring, on top you have 4x minus 4 divided by x squared minus 3x minus 18. So on the top, we're looking for a GCF. What can I divide 4x and negative 24 by? You can divide them both by 4. So 4 is going to go up front. 4x divided by 4 gives me x. Negative 24 divided by 4 gives me a negative 6. The big thing when you do these, please make sure you put your GCF out front. I feel like most people factor the right number out, but they forget to write it, which screws up your whole answer. So make sure you have that 4 out front. For the denominator, you have x squared minus 3x minus 18. We're going to do the x method. You're looking for something that multiplies to negative 18 and adds to negative 3. I know 18 is the same as 6 times 3. And I know if I do 3 minus 6, I get negative 3. So my two factors are going to be x minus 6 and x plus 3. Again, I noticed that we have an x minus 6 on the top and on the bottom, so they cancel each other out. We're left with a 4 on the top and an x plus 3 on the bottom. And that's our final answer. Thank you for watching. As always, if you have any questions, please ask your math teacher.